studio where the levels run high. There's a voice cutting through like a lightning sky. At Madstork Media, he's holding the throne. The audio wizard, his name's Jeff Stone. He's taking names while the cameras roll, with a sarcastic grin and a heart of gold. Changing the game one upload at a time, making the hustle like a victimless crime. So come join the flock, don't you stay behind. Leave the boring old world and the daily grind, with a laugh and a thought to get you through. Jeff's got a brand new perspective for you. He's the king of the mic, the influence of soul, keeping us steady and taking control. Now Boston Ginger Sharp and Mary B's got the whip. J7 and Hippie Chick are making a hit. Dusty and Jan are the brains of the crew, but there's plenty of room in the rafters for you. Don't let the smart kids have all of the fun. The master revolution has only begun. He'll roast you a little, then lift you back up. Pouring pure chaos in a coffee cup. So come join the flock, don't you stay behind. Leave the boring old world in the daily grind, with a laugh and a thought to get you through. Jeff's got a brand new perspective for you. He's the king of the mind, the influence of soul, keeping us steady and taking control. It's more than a channel, it's a state of mind, where the jokes are fast and the truth's easy to find. From the audio board to the YouTube screen, the funniest disrupted as you've ever seen. Someone's on the edge making the call. Madstork Media standing 10 feet tall. Stop being a stranger, get in on the play. Jeff Stone's gonna help you survive the day. You come join the fly, come join the fly. Thank you, hippie chick, for getting the channel out. Hey, come join the fly, and Madstork Media. Jeff is ready to ride.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Turtleboy's done, so that means we'll come on for a little bit and talk, because today, for the first time, I watched the group of ladies called the Fourensic Room. And my, oh my, I know that I'm the dumbest on this streaming, okay? Stuff, I know I am. But I don't know, they might be even below me. Maybe. I mean, some of the things that they say, talk about a group of women that are obsessed with Turtle Boy. Everything Turtle Boy. Turtle Boy bad. So everybody else that likes Turtle Boy is bad. And they just continue on and on and on. And one of them, I don't know which one it is, has the worst laugh or giggle, whatever she's doing. It's horrible. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's that llama girl or Tuesday or who it is. But, and then Filter, redhead, she has every filter in the book on her face. Every filter in the book is on that redhead's face. It's crazy. But I did sit back and watch them, and they were interesting. So we're going to watch them a little bit tonight and just watch a little bit of it. And but I'm going to give you an update. We're going to have Mark and I will be back tomorrow at some point in the morning, probably be late morning. And Tracy and I, let me see here. Hang on a second. Tracy and I will be back. It looks like a week from Monday. Tracy and I will. Tracy has got a fly date tomorrow, and he's flying to Vegas. And so the next week we will talk with Tracy and see what's going on in Vegas after a couple of shows with Blake Shelton. But the other thing with Tracy is that he is going to be taking his equipment with him so he can do the shows. But we're going to do updates on Vegas, what they're doing, what's happening out there. And if you want to keep up with Tracy, go to his Instagram. I got to figure out where that is. Hang on a second so everybody knows. It's right there on Instagram. I'm running it on the bottom. So if you want to see Tracy in Vegas before we do our show next Monday, you can catch him on Instagram. He'll be doing his little bit that he does. Where's the room? Where's the hotel room? I think he does. Or where's the bus? Seeing it's a fly day, he won't be on the bus. So he'll have to find the bus once he gets to Vegas because the bus is already headed out there. So he'll have to find that. So it's on Instagram. Usually he's finding the bus. Then he finds the hotel room. And he'll give you a show of the hotel room that he's going to have for the next 3 weeks. So that's all on his Instagram. If you go to his Instagram, he will have that. And I believe the Instagram is the Tracy Broussard. There's a couple of people that started a Tracy Broussard Instagram, but his is the Tracy Broussard. So you can follow him on Instagram. And like I said, he'll find the bus, then he'll find a hotel room. And it's always a good time. His Instagram's always a good time. Shows his drum set all set up, ready to go. And like I said, we'll be back then next week on the, the 11th? Yeah, the 11th. So, and that'll probably be about 1 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time on Monday, the 11th. We'll be back to talk about how his first week in Vegas was, see if he went to his Star Wars burlesque show, and then also the first couple of shows with Blake. And then I think he's going to the Sphere to see No Doubt, I believe. But he said he didn't know for sure. So we'll check on Tracy then on the 11th. But tomorrow morning, Mark and I will be doing a show, and it'll be probably around, I'm thinking around 10 o'clock Central Time, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, or it'll be in that hour anyway. So we'll be doing that. A lot of things going on, and I'll get it out there. Seeing everybody, in their streams lately have been going, okay, we got to talk about right away. So I will talk right away. I talk about something right away then too. Seeing everybody else does, I might as well copy them, right? So I like J7. I like Broken Baker. So that's the end of that. That's my comments there. So what else do we got? I guess that's pretty much it. So, and like I said, we're going to just sit here, and once the chat comes in, if there's some people that come in the chat, we'll whatever you guys want to talk about, we'll talk about, I guess. But let's look at a little bit of this. The people that come in here later, what I want to do is I want to do this forensic room and just watch a little bit of it, I guess. I don't know how much as I can take, and just listen to some of the, to listen to them and make and actually try to understand why they believe Karen Reed is guilty is amazing. It's like they didn't even look at any of the nothing that anybody has. All right. I don't think they think that Mike Proctor is still great. I don't believe that. I don't know if they still stand with Mike Proctor, but it's like they don't look at any of the things that we all look at, and they just don't. So we're going to go ahead and listen to a little bit of them. And I'll probably get whatever they hammered on something. I'm not sure what, but I'm sure I'll get hammered on something with them.
That was great, Jimmy.
Yeah. What a great video.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure everybody saw that was actually inspiration from.
Let's start this.
From the Supreme Court filing. I don't know if we'll read them, except for one of them. I would like somebody to read
Like I
it.
said, somebody here's got a really
they
weird
also,
laugh
in
or
their
giggle.
Supreme Court appeal,
It needs to stop.
really mischaracterized John's injuries. They said that he had injuries on his face.
Can you get
from a
any
fight.
more filters on this lady up here, the one with the red hair, this Julie? She's a treat on Twitter, on X. Boy, she's a treat. Talk about somebody that just is full of nonsense. But look at how many filters. I didn't even know there's that many filters in StreamYard that you could get. I mean, she has to have filters on her computer or added some somehow. I mean, look at that. I mean, the redhead and this one over here in the bottom left, Llama or whatever her name is, Mama Llama. I mean, she's got jet black hair, so she's dyeing that every week probably to keep it that way.
Defensive wounds on his hands. So that wasn't true. We know that's not true. They also conceded that Karen did say, I hit him.
I thought he did have black.
So they have that.
I thought he did have some bruising on his hands. Now she says that's not true. Well, he said that there was bruising on the hands. So it's like they get all this stuff mixed up. I don't understand it. How can they do this? Is what I want to know. But see, they got to do that narrative, I guess, because of Jen McCabe or whatever. I guess the one in the bottom left is like best friends with Jen or whatever. So, but can you imagine being best friends with Jen, knowing that Jen knows what happened? Not saying that Jen killed John O'Keefe. I'm not saying that. But Jen knows. And can you imagine being friends with her, knowing that you know? Like, Mama Llama knows that Jen knows what happened to John O'Keefe. But she's got to do this because she's got to save face. It's crazy. So everybody in the chat eventually need to tell me all the players here. I hear that Tuesday, the one that's not showing her face up here, the top left, I heard she's good looking. I'm not sure. But I don't know who all the players are.
In the factual portion of their appeal, they put that she had said to witnesses on scene, I hit him. There was one more thing. Hold on, let me take a look.
Say that. That was fabricated by Jen. Come on, you girls.
While you're looking, I did want to say about the phone thing that I posted some messages today about the people that were asking why would they get the dispatcher's personal phone, and what an outrage that was that they had gotten her phone. And I was thinking, wow, the hypocrisy is strong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing that I wanted to point out was initially in 2023 and for a long time, there was a misconception going around that Jen had stayed in the car and called 911. That came from the Supreme Court filing. That came from Karen. That came from the defense team. That was not true. So I wanted to point that out as well. That's where that came from. And so Karen had shared with, because it could have only come from Karen or David Yannetti or Alan Jackson, the 911 call, right? So the one that was recorded on John's voicemail, Aiden Carney got a hold of that, obviously from somebody on the defense team. I sincerely doubt that the Commonwealth gave that to him. And he did end up playing that some months later. I think it was after he was arrested, but that's where also the misconception that she was whispering, "Don't come out."
Oh my God! Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember
That came up this week. They're still recycling.
I saw it.
Whispering,
I saw it.
Yeah.
That what she was supposedly
insane.
whispering?
And so the
Come
other
out?
thing that I want to
I thought
share
she was
with you
asking
guys,
them to
and
come out.
it really is so relevant, and it's so timely, because somebody was making comments about this weekend, in fact. This came from Brian Albert's. This came from Brian Albert, his attorney. You can't see it. Sorry.
We can see it.
Yeah, we can see
Okay.
it.
Yeah, we can see it.
So if someone could please read this for me. This is Brian Albert's petition to the Supreme Court to intervene. And this is what his attorney, Greg Henning, wrote.
I can read it if you want.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, please. Do.
So the petitioner is correct that this case has been extremely unusual. It is extremely unusual for a defendant in a homicide to engage in a never-ending press tour. It is extremely unusual for a defendant in a homicide to embark in a relentless campaign to smear and defame witnesses. And it is extremely unusual for a defendant in a homicide to seek to leverage our rules of criminal procedure to harass and oppress witnesses. The rule of law and our system of justice require that cases be decided on the evidence and the law. Our Constitution and Declaration of Rights have for centuries sought to achieve that end and protect the rights of the accused from the whims of the mob. That mandate extends to the court's obligation to protect witnesses from attempts by either party to utilize the awesome coercive power of the court and the state in furtherance of a campaign to harass and oppress them.
Karen was super mad about this.
Super
Super
mad. Oh, Karen
she
was
read that.
mad.
But what I want to say is Mark Betterow was just
no.
on a YouTube show this weekend with, I think his name is Myers, Attorney Myers. And
Andrew
he had
Myers.
made comments about this defamation case and how, you just don't ever see this. There's third party defenses all the time, and you don't see people filing defamation suits. And sir, you're correct. The reason why that does not happen is because they say within the.
She said that Mark Betterow is correct. I thought she's smarter than Mark Betterow, that one in the red. I thought she's ripping on Mark all the time. Now she's saying he's correct. I'm sure there's going to be a spin to this thing. Now, how do they know if Karen's mad? Karen's not talking to any of them. I mean, come on. It's lies. Everything they're saying is lies. Everything. It's crazy.
Bounds of the courtroom.
Right.
They're crazy. Look at them.
What happened here was not that.
Right.
So yeah, I just thought that was such a great paragraph that Greg Henning had put in there.
It is.
It was
It's so
great.
good. It's
That was
so good.
Great
And it
paragraph.
is interesting the note that it's rare. I mean, that
Oh,
says
it's rare.
so much
Oh, yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
When you put
Yeah.
rare in
about what
anything,
a
that
weird
means
situation this
it
is.
means it's rare.
I mean, you don't
can't
ever
think of another case that you've ever seen anything like this with third party, and I've seen a million cases with
Yeah.
a third party culprit. I've
Oh,
I
for
don't know.
sure. Yeah,
Never
look at
seen
Melody
But it's rare.
Ferris.
never seen
It's rare.
anything like this.
Yep.
You
It's
don't.
rare.
You just don't. You don't do this.
No,
I
it's
watched
rare.
the Dateline. This was years ago, and it was there was a third party culprit,
Uh-oh.
and the two people that were accused of that had been harassed in the community. It wasn't like the media, but it was just people started to believe it, and the defense attorney felt so bad. He was like, "I'm so sorry," because they didn't have anything to do with it, and
Okay.
Yeah.
and that
Right.
defense attorney was like, "That never should have left the courtroom.
Yeah.
That was for the
Yeah.
courtroom, and
Yeah.
I'm so sorry what happened to these two people."
Mhm.
And then you've got these other attorneys who are either directly involved or tangentially involved, like Mark Betterow, and they're trying to downplay this, and they're leaving out very pertinent facts of what happened here.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know how
Yep. Okay.
Mark Betterow, how anyone can listen to anything he says and think that it's a unbiased opinion of he's Aiden
You're not,
Kearney's
wait a second, but you're not biased? Trying to tell Jen's story? You're not biased? But you're going to say Mark Betterow is? Really? That's what you're going to say there, Mama Llama. Unbelievable. Because you're not looking at anything other than your friendship with Jen, and you're trying to get a different story out. That's all you're doing. She knows what happened in that house. She knows, Mama Llama, and you know it. You know it. And this redhead over here from Indiana, don't ask me how she knows. She knows about as much as I do, is what's happening out in Massachusetts. She does the same thing I do. Read. That's it. I guarantee you she's probably never been out there. She's not an attorney, but she knows everything. And everybody else is dumb in her mind. That's her thing. Everybody else is dumb.
From the Supreme Court filing. I don't know if we'll read them, except for one of them. I would like somebody to read it. But
okay.
They also, in their
Put it up
Supreme
there. I'll
Court
read it for
appeal,
you.
really mischaracterized John's injuries. They said that he had injuries on his face from a fight and defensive wounds on his hands. So that wasn't true. We know that's not true.
Well,
They also conceded that Karen did say, I hit him.
No.
So they have that
That's
in the
never
factual
conceded.
portion of their appeal.
No, that never was
They
conceded.
put that.
You were
That
lying.
she had said to witnesses on scene, I hit him.
She said,
There was
"Could
one
I have
more
hit
thing.
him?"
Hold on, let me take a
If
look.
she said it at all,
That
she said, could I have hit him? If she
While
said
you're
that,
looking, I did want
Jen
to say about the
had her
phone
spirit.
thing that I posted some messages today about the people that were asking why would they get the dispatcher's personal phone, and what an outrage that was that
Yes.
they had gotten her phone. And I was thinking, wow, the
people that will be in the
hypocrisy
chat,
is
I don't know who
strong.
this lady
Mhm.
is. This
Yeah.
LRO.
boys.
Yeah. So the
She
other
was
thing that I
too,
wanted to
too.
point out was initially in 2023 and for a long time, there was a misconception going around that Jen had stayed in the car and called 911.
She did.
That came from the Supreme Court filing. That came from Karen. That came from the
Oh,
defense team.
okay.
That was not true.
It was true. It was right on.
So I
video.
wanted to point that out as well. That's
She
where
also
that
called
came
her
from. And
sister
so
and said, "Are you
Karen
coming
had
out?"
shared with, because it could have only come from Karen.
Jen called her sister in the house and said, "Are you coming out? Are you coming out?" Yeah, she was asking because she knew her brother-in-law was a first responder. They wanted to know if they were going to come out. But no, they didn't, because he's a Boston cop. He didn't know if he could go out there because he's a Boston cop. What was he supposed to do? Go out there in his underwear? Come on. He can't go out there on his own. Why would he go on his own lawn? He's a Boston cop, for God's sakes.
Or David Yannetti or Alan Jackson, the 911 call, right? So the
Right.
one that was recorded on John's voicemail, Aiden Kearney got a hold of that,
Wow,
obviously from
okay.
somebody on the defense team. I sincerely
Of course.
doubt that the Commonwealth gave that to him. And he did end up playing that some months later. I think it was after
Right.
he was arrested. But, that's
Right.
where also the misconception that she was whispering, don't come out.
Oh my
That
God,
was-
remember that?
Whispering.
Remember
That
that?
came
was
out this
whispering,
week. They're
"Are you
still
coming
recycling.
I saw
the
it. Yeah.
She was whispering, "Are you going to come out? Are you coming out?" She was asking her sister because her sister answered the phone. And then she goes, "Are you coming out?" And they said no, because Brian's a Boston cop. He shouldn't be out there. And what do you want him to do? Run out there in his underwear? I mean, come on.
I saw it
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was Aiden.
insane.
And so the
Yeah.
other thing that I want to share with you guys, and it
Okay, here we
really
go.
is so relevant and it's so timely
Relevant.
because somebody was making comments about this weekend, in fact.
Look at those
This
filters on
came
that girl.
from Brian Alberts.
She can't cover up her neck, though.
Oh,
Those
sorry.
filters.
This came from Brian Albert, his
You
attorney.
just can't cover up that neck. All the filters in the world, you can't cover up that neck. And she's trying. Old Julie there. She is something else on X. Unbelievable the way she goes off on X with nonsense. It's stuff that's not even true. She talks just about every post she makes is not true. It's just crazy stuff. And for them to believe what they do is, and like I said, it's just starting another narrative so that they try to get people off of what really happened. And Mama Llama knows. Don't ever think that Mama Llama don't know. She knows. She knows what happened. You can tell right in her face she knows when she talks about it.
You
Jen
can't
told
see
her
it,
everything.
sorry.
We can see it.
Yeah, we can see
Okay.
it.
Yeah, we can see it.
So if someone could please read this for me. This
Please
is
read
Brian
this,
Albert's
because I don't know how to read.
petition to the Supreme Court.
I
to
got too many
intervene.
filters on my face.
And this is what his
My
attorney,
eyes are squinting and
Greg
I can't
Henning,
see
wrote.
it to read.
I can read it if you want.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, perfect.
So the petitioner is correct that this case has been extremely unusual. It is extremely unusual for a defendant in a homicide.
Go past it.
He blocked our car from driving down Washington multiple times.
Do you want to read a little bit, Carrie, and then I'll read, or how do you want to do it?
Let's go.
Because it's not really, it doesn't look like conversation like. It's this.
Okay.
Aaron.
So where do you want me to start? 8403?
So
8375,
Three?
right?
yeah, let's start at 8375.
Yeah, let's start
Okay.
there. Let's start there.
I'm going to read from my phone just because it's easier for me.
It's easier.
Okay. So this is Karen. They mention arrival 3 times, never once mention confirming departure time. And then she says, it seems like at this point they're trying to just find out what we have and maybe determine if my dad or I touched the taillight, which we didn't. Then she says, LOL, exactly, to something someone else, Aiden must have said, a fishing expedition. You did ask, I forgot. And then she sends a couple photos. You can't make this shit up.
No, you can't. But you're trying to.
Yeah, and so they're talking about what's in that SJC filing. And if you guys remember that video that they showed in court, as soon as they got back to Dighton, Karen and her father are running back to the back of that car to look at the taillight. I don't know if they touched it or not. I don't even know why that would matter. But yeah.
Well, in the video, it looks
Yeah.
like she did, but she also said
they were running back there to look at that light. This running, just like Jen McCabe and Carrie Roberts were looking at that when they went back to John's house. They were looking at that for minutes, right? Yes, they were looking, even though they ran right into the house. Oh, they're right. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't make this stuff up.
she picked a piece of glass. Like there was a piece of glass sticking out of the taillight that she picked out.
Yeah, so she said she did that at One Meadows, right? When he was there.
You guys said that was John's nose.
Right.
I thought the glass was in John's nose. You said that she picked it out of John's nose. Now she picked glass out of her taillight too? Wow. So many stories. So many stories. Unbelievable. Come on, girls. This is crazy stuff. All right.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah.
Yes. Keep going. Come on.
8355.
835.
She says no. And you should hear our phone calls when we discover this shit.
Okay.
Did you see Ferris's post?
Yep, I saw it.
And then she sends another photo, which must be his post, I assume.
So yeah, and Jim Ferris was getting, remember from the last show, you guys, he was getting a lot of heat. Karen had said that he had accosted Alan Jackson. And so he was getting a lot of heat from these people. And he had posted in like a Canton community group, like a post or a comment to something, basically, saying, I didn't do that, and defending himself and defending Chris.
Right. Ask him if he tried to stop traffic and yelled VIP crossing. Alan Jackson is here, everyone. Tell him you've seen the video of it. So she's telling Aiden what to say.
Yeah, because according to Karen, ABC videoed all of this, though no one has ever seen that video.
Right. He blocked our car from driving down Washington multiple times. He literally ran into traffic, stopping cars and waving his arms in case it comes up. I know they're Proctor's feeds because there's other photos where you can see him fully, but you can't know this because 2 troopers reportedly went to view the body in Brockton, and one is the MSP photographer. Is that the photo that they're talking about that they misidentified him in?
So I don't know where the autopsy was done.
It was done, yeah, I think it was done on Cape Cod.
Yeah, so this must be
At
in
the
the hospital,
hospital.
right? Because
Yep.
it's
Oh,
Chris
okay,
Hammond
right,
talking. Yeah.
right.
Because that's the one everybody on Twitter was posting and talking about.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So-
But she's telling him, like, I'm telling you this, but you can't know it.
Right,
No,
right.
no.
So,
Right.
right.
Do you want me to do a little?
Yeah, sorry, I really can't see. Someone else is going to have to do that. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
Okay, so
she can't.
8309 looks like it's just a photo, right?
Oh, hold on just a second. We do have a blog post that goes with that 8330.
Okay.
That might explain a little bit more.
Okay, hold on one second. I'll add
Hmm.
it. I might be on the
Yeah,
wrong
cover it.
slide. So
No, that's right. So remember this.
150.
Remember, okay,
That
so
is
here,
Turtle Boy
Oh,
family.
yes, this is the hospital. Remember
Oh,
this?
yeah.
This is the one that that poster that Elizabeth Little had flashed to the crowd. This is during the bail argument. He wanted the reduction. They wanted the reduction. Then they withdraw that. This is what she's talking about in that 8330 is this photo.
Look at her holding that poster in court.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It looks ridiculous. Just
Looks
absolutely ridiculous.
ridiculous.
But yeah, that's
Just
so he
looks
did write
ridiculous.
a
Wow.
blog on it.
But Hank
And
holding
she
up
made
that-
sure to
that
tell him
sweatshirt
what
up
you
with
can
the
and can't
holes.
put,
That was
cannot
smart.
put in there,
Smart.
right, into this blog. So sorry.
no, perfect.
No, perfect.
Oh, the other thing I want to say when we bring these up,
Okay.
somebody had said that these are not real because it looks like someone cut them out and pasted them. That is exactly what I did. So when you get the extraction, it's backwards,
Oh,
right?
look
So
at
you
that.
have to read
You
up. So
cut
I
it.
actually sat and I cut all of these out and
So
put them
you
in order.
tampered.
Yeah, and if you
Sheet
go
of
back
paper.
to our earlier streams
So you
on these
tampered.
messages,
That's what you're
they're in
saying.
reverse order.
Well,
Exactly.
Julie there
So
Exactly.
just trying
tampered
to
with
make it
everything.
easier for y'all.
Or
Yeah.
trying to
And
make
the
it
number
easier.
is redacted.
Okay.
We're not trying to hide anything. That was another
Oh.
comment. We can't even see who it's from because the numbers are blocked out. Well, yeah, we have to redact the numbers. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
and
How to redact them.
I mean,
I mean, guys, these are
I
all
hope you
going to
could
be in the
redact
civil
your,
hearings. Like, you
filters.
can
Yeah.
pretend all you want that they're not
Right.
real.
Absolutely.
Like, they've
Anyway,
all
you can
admitted
redact
these
them.
are their message. He's
they've
admitted. to
seen
their-
Aiden having fits about
Yes.
these coming
Right.
out, right?
Yeah,
So,
like, stop
Yeah.
it.
That the bad guys have all my messages. What? I thought they were fake.
Oh,
yep. So
Yeah.
anyway. Okay, so 8309 is a photo,
8309 is a photo.
another photo,
All right.
and then she messages, it's ABC's video and it's not public yet. They can't prove ABC didn't show it to you.
Yeah. Because he's going around saying that he saw the video.
Oh, okay.
Of Ferris, that's what they're
Mhm.
talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So she's like, just say they showed it to you. You can't
Yep.
say they didn't because she's the one that gave it to him.
I don't even know that there is a video, you guys. I don't know.
Oh,
that
so
there's-
she's just saying this is
Yeah.
what happened.
right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird if he was doing all of that. Nobody whipped out their cell phone.
I
Nobody.
was just gonna say,
Right.
she's
That-
probably most likely
That's
lying.
the one thing.
Yeah, I mean, he was.
Didn't Proctor whip out his cell phone camera when he went to pick up that vehicle? You just mentioned that. Why didn't somebody take out their phone? Why didn't Proctor do that? Or Buchanan? That's a good question that you won't answer. Right?
Somebody would have whipped out a cell
Well,
phone.
that is
Especially a
horrible.
cell phone
That laugh is so
savvy as they seem
horrible.
to be.
Yeah.
Listen
He's
and
like
laugh.
screaming and can't
Yeah.
say He's like, no, no one took a video.
Can you imagine?
He's waving
Being
his
next to
arms. He's
her and
blowing
laughing
smoke in people's
Stop in
faces.
traffic.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't.
Everything is so dramatic with these people.
Yes. It's a movie,
Oh.
like we've said before.
Yes.
It's like it's a movie, action movie that's playing in her head.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the Dawn at the Ponderosa.
What's
You
the
know, Karen.
movie that's
So,
playing
and,
in
you know,
your
To go
head?
back to that too, and I don't have it in this stuff, but there
What's
is a
the movie
video.
playing in you guys?
It's Brian
Like another-
Albert, and he's in a bar with some friends, and he's goofing around. I want to say they're talking about somebody's feet.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
just it's very silly,
when he
and
had
he just
the
he
sling on
seems very
his arm?
silly in the video. It's kind of a cute little video. Karen did not want that video getting out.
Oh, why?
She did not want Aiden publishing it.
Did you
She
know
did
that?
not want anyone to see it.
Okay.
She got into an argument with the intermediary
Oh,
because Karen had created this character
Yeah.
that Brian Albert was supposed to be. And that video, which was Brian Albert, completely ruined her character that she had created.
You're right. That was from one of TB's girlfriends, that video.
Yeah. So Lauren
Yeah.
also sent that. And he
Yeah.
did eventually play it. And he's like, I don't know if it's really Brian. It was really Brian.
Yeah,
And he
right.
was being silly and
Somebody had
cute.
slang.
And Karen did
oh,
not want
Brian
anyone to know
Albert was
that.
being silly and cute.
Let's see. Okay,
Are these
so
ladies really
A303.
for real?
I didn't know they sat in the
Never
clerk's
watches this
office.
later.
Tully was definitely
Tully.
there,
If they
and then
really
she
believe
reacted
this.
to a photo that I guess he sent her.
Or
Yeah,
is
because
this
I
a
think
big joke?
Tully and Yuri, I don't know that they actually went into the courtroom. They were there, obviously, because we
I
saw
think
the
it's
video
because
where
they
he's
feel
chasing Yuri.
That
Um,
everybody that says Karen Reed's not guilty and backing Turtle Boy. So it sounds like they have to come up with the Jen McCabe side of this, that she's just a regular mom. She don't know anything, but look at Mama Llama. Just look at her when she talks about this. And then she'll say, oh, I can't say anything. I can't read that. No. Because she knows what happened. Jen McCabe told her what happened. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I don't know why Jen McCabe did, but I believe that she knows. She knows exactly what happened that night.
And Aiden was telling her that they were hiding in the clerk's office.
Oh my God.
Well,
Wait, that Yuri and Tully were hiding in the clerk's office?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
so where did they get the information? That's what I want to know. Where did it get that?
Oh my gosh.
Magical thinking.
I can't.
Mhm.
I can't.
Okay, and then she says, "Oh my God, I
Yeah.
somehow missed the entire YouTube." And now we're on Nick Rocco again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Rocco.
Oh, geez, I'm having a hard time seeing this. Tristan.
He's
Tristan
turned-
put up a no trespassing sign.
Nick Rocco has turned out to be interesting. The way he goes off on people. When is that show starting with Karen on YouTube? I would like to know that. When is that starting, Nick? Can you tell us? What happened? Why are you shelving it? What's going on?
In his yard this morning. He must have watched the live last night.
Oh,
Because remember, Aiden said he went to their house, he went through
Yes.
their mail.
And like she
Yeah.
loves this, right? Or I mean, they love that people have to put up no trespassing signs. I mean, think about how diabolical these people are.
yeah.
Well, imagine looking through someone's mail.
No,
Like you're that
You
invested.
use
Yeah.
all
That you're
the
going to
right
their house
words
and you're-
there, Julie. All the right words, but you use them because everybody believes that's what you are. But you use all the right words here. And it's just crazy stuff. It's crazy. We all know that John had some injuries in the front of on his face. We all know that he had injuries on his hands. It was said by the ME. But you're saying, oh, that's not true. That's not true. No, it was true. And those marks on his arm was not caused by a vehicle. Was not caused by a broken taillight. It's not possible. I don't know. You're looking through too many filters with your eyes that you don't get this. All right. Keep the filters out of your eyes. All right. Just use the filters on your face. And if you could find some for your neck, maybe do that too. All right. Please.
you're looking
Yeah.
through their mail.
No.
Isn't that a federal crime? Like,
It
you can't
is.
Yes.
Is that a
in
federal
somebody's
crime?
mailbox. You can't do that.
Not in
You can't even leave
Massachusetts. Not in
something.
Massachusetts.
You can't take any
apparently.
mail out.
You
It's
can't even
federal.
leave something in someone's mailbox.
No,
You can't just
right.
open your mailbox and leave
Yeah,
like a
you can't.
flyer or anything.
You can leave somebody
Right.
something in somebody's
Yeah,
mailbox
that's
as long
crazy.
as it's not.
But yeah, she does, just going back to what you were saying, Carrie, she does love it. I mean, remember when the first blog came out and she was how excited she
Aren't
was
they going to leave a
texting.
gun?
So-and-so just took down their
Proctor going
Facebook.
to leave
So-and-so
a
just
gun and
logged
a
out of their
badge in a
account. So
He
it
loves it.
he
in a
loves
He
it.
loves it.
mailbox?
And I
They're
mean,
all folding.
I don't know.
just wait
Yes.
until, I mean, imagine that all coming out in this, defamation and these harassment trials, how much they love this. And it's all in
Just
writing.
think that everything
Yeah.
that's going to come out
It's
in this
great.
defamation about Michael Proctor. Julie, you stand by Michael Proctor. That's what you said. You said, I stand with Michael Proctor. Just think of everything that's going to come out in the defamation about Michael Proctor. Think about that. Or are we not going to think about that? We're not going to talk about that? That don't fit your narrative? So we can't talk about that, right? But think about it, Julie. Just think about it. All the stuff that's going to come out about Michael Proctor, the guy you stand behind.
Crazy.
And everything was deliberate, as we
Yeah.
saw
Yes.
in the opening. Everything
Yeah.
was curated.
Yeah.
So how do you get around that?
Yeah, I mean, you can just
Yeah.
keep playing that little clip of him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yes, yes. Just keep playing that little clip. People that are in here, make sure you hit the like, the share. If you haven't subscribed, please do it. And the reason why I'm going over this forensic room is I know that I'm the dumbest guy on YouTube. I know that. But they might be dumber. That's why I'm playing this, because I feel good about it. I feel good about the fact that they could be dumber. And plus, I want to see all those filters on Julie's face. She can't find any for her neck, but I want to see all those filters. Yeah. The only thing I don't like about this video is listening to Mama Llama laugh. Whew, that's tough to listen to. Wonder what her husband says when she starts laughing.
After every single thing you
Every-
show,
yes.
just play that little clip.
Yeah. Mhm.
You know, it's crazy.
They're bad at chess.
Bad at chess.
Apparently. Maybe they should have played Go Fish.
With 3 people.
Okay, and then Nick says, right, someone on that page is starting rumors that me and Jenna have connections to Karen. That's why we are raising money. It's going to get ugly.
Oh, it's going to get ugly.
Uh,
They know all this. How?
okay,
Yeah.
oh, that's right. This is Nick saying that to
Because
Eva.
these
I'm
are-
trying to put it in my mind. Okay.
These are the text
And then
messages
Karen
that
says,
they
I heard that was wild.
have. Oh,
And then she messages him and says, can you send me those Tara Hayes pics again?
So-
Lindsay is talking to a guy that hooked up with her. She's married.
So this
So this stuff is so earth shattering. I don't understand it. It's there's nothing in this. Even though Julie went in and tampered with all this stuff and did it her own way or whatever she did. She probably typed everything up to make it look like this. And so, I mean, none of this is like earth shattering. What's earth shattering that they're not talking about is Michael Proctor. Let's talk about Proctor because you guys stand with Proctor. That's earth shattering news. Julie, you stand with Proctor. Let's talk about him because the defamation suit's going to be filled with Michael Proctor stuff. And you guys don't want to talk about it now.
this one just kills me. Tara Hayes is there is a person named Tara Hayes that was
Okay.
a supporter of hers.
Mhm.
But this is what Karen is doing. She is so in the weeds with
Okay.
gossip
With gossip.
that she's talking about affairs that her followers
Look
may
at
have,
this.
may have had.
Karen Reed is so much into gossip. But these 4, where's Tuesday, by the way? Tuesday's name's up here. Where is she? But these 4 right here now. And why is there, it's called a forensic room and and it's spelled FOUR, but there's 5 of them. But Tuesday's not there, so there's 4. Okay. But Karen's in the gossip? Seriously? Does anybody call these people out? Like I said, I finally just found them earlier today and watched it, and I was like, why are people talking about the four here? Is there a reason? Am I missing something? Somebody tell me, because I'd like to know.
Bad, right? It's just wild.
That's yeah. I don't even know what to say.
Me neither.
The woman that went to court with Carl, and then she says, "Never mind, I got the pics."
Oh,
Alan said he'd get involved with the Sean stuff if he had to.
Yep. And this is the Facebook groups that we're talking about there.
okay, all right.
My gut is that's not a good idea.
Oh,
But I keep thinking how Bianca got her back up when I tried to step in.
So Bianca is the person that runs that other page.
Right.
And so now here you see Karen is reaching out to that person that owns that group. And
who's
she
that?
wants to be able to have a say
Bianca?
in what is or is not posted there.
Oh, Karen. Yep.
And Alan's going to get involved and
Yes.
talk
Oh,
to
yeah.
Sean McDonough. Is that what that says?
Yeah.
Give me
And
McDonough.
Aiden
That's
said
right.
over and over again that
Give
Alan
me
Jackson
McDonough.
and Karen Reed both wanted control over what was happening on Facebook.
And I don't know who I was just thinking Tara Hayes that we just talked about. That's actually not a supporter, Julie. That's actually Tara Kerrigan.
Oh, that's Tara
Oh, wow.
Kerrigan? Because there is
Yes.
a Tara Hayes too.
Yes.
So
yes,
she's
that's
talking about Tara, and she has like this obsession with
obsession
Tara.
her. Yeah, that's who. And then she said she was
She's
at
got
court
an
with Carl.
obsession.
So
Okay.
that's
It's that
Tara.
Tara Kerrigan, isn't that John O'Keefe's girlfriend from 20 years past that showed up at court and had his picture and has his number on her tattooed? But Karen's obsessed. Okay. I'm learning stuff new every day from these girls. Boy, they know a lot. A lot.
That's who that is. So,
Okay.
and if you remember, Tara, like
Okay.
anybody that Karen expresses dislike of,
Uh-huh.
Aiden attacks.
Yes.
That
Oh.
one show after
Okay.
Tara, and that was such a beautiful article that she had written.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It really
Beautiful.
was.
Oh, yeah.
The things that he said about her were disgusting, just
And
basement level
and
gross.
the things you guys are
disgusting
saying
things.
about everybody on the Karen Reed side, not disgusting? Interesting.
Look what he got his fans to do. That's
Mhm.
all they do now
Oh,
is
yeah.
degrade her. And
And what do you guys do?
Yeah, they were hardcore at her for a while.
yes.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she's a lovely person. She really
Yeah,
is.
she
She's
really
a lovely
is.
person.
Lovely
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Little straight.
Are we good with
Love
slides,
that.
Julie? We don't need to show anything.
Lovely.
Yeah, we're not showing anything until 78, 87.
See,
Okay.
that is the girl, isn't it? Tara is that is
Okay,
that is the
so
girl
I
that I
keep
was
thinking how
thinking
Bianca
about.
got her back up when I tried to.
Tara is the clinger, right? So then I'm right. And now they're saying she's a lovely girl. She's a lovely girl. There's nothing wrong with her. Wasn't Tara also the one? Now help me out, Cheryl. Isn't Tara the one that was giving the old googly eyes to Hank Brennan, the smiles and everything at one time when he'd walk by her to go to sidebar? I think so. But she's a lovely girl. Lovely. Just a lovely girl.
To step in. Not everyone likes me, and not everyone respects and likes Alan.
That would be me.
Yeah. I was about to say, count me in. Alan just thinks the Sean stuff is shitty.
Oh, just
And then she says, okay, cool. I just wanted to circle back on all the KP stuff you sent last night. Bianca is Natalie level evil. It's not about me
Oh.
at all. It's about them. How dare someone have something about themselves about her?
Unreal. I mean, it must be the Karen show, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
She makes that statement
Capitalized.
a lot, right? Doesn't she make that "it's
So-
about me" statement?
do they believe
many
they really
times
believe
throughout the
this stuff, right? They really believe this stuff. They don't believe it. They're just doing this because Jen. They don't believe any of this. I mean, they probably believe, I mean, it's easy to believe that Karen's in control. It's easy to believe that. I mean, but that's the world that she comes from. Her work. I mean, she's got the numbers brain, the math brain. So there's definitely control there, probably. But to listen to them, I guarantee that every one of the four here, every one of them have control issues. I guarantee it. Llama, please don't laugh though, okay? Julie, try to find another. If you can find another filter for that neck, we'd be all right. All right? Llama, and don't miss this week's dyeing of your hair, please. Because I don't know if it can stay that jet black for 5 days.
Last couple years.
Yeah, she says
Yeah.
it's my jury. It's my, yeah, everything is my, me.
It's my
mean,
time.
She
Yep.
capitalized at all. It's not about me at all.
It is wild things.
Oh my gosh.
This
Yeah.
next message is insane.
The next message is really bad, and then we do have some stuff
As
to
I
go
said
along with
before,
this. And I'm
I
sure
believe-
everyone.
I believe Mama Llama knows everything. I believe Jen told Mama Llama everything that happened that night. I believe she knows. Jen confided in her. Don't know why. But I think if somebody would put the pressure on Llama, I think we'd hear a lot of things. I really do. Because there's just something about her eyes when she starts talking about the whole thing that something changes in them. She knows. Julie knows nothing. Julie knows as much as I do. She lives in Indiana, I guess. I'm in Wisconsin. She knows exactly what I do from reading. And she took a side because she hates Turtle Boy. I mean, all of them hate Turtle Boy, so they take the side that he's not on. And that's what most of them do. Like I said, I never really sat down and listened to them till today. And it was like, they really believe this? And it comes out that I just don't believe they do believe this, what they're saying. I just don't think they do. They're going
Everyone's
to keep
gonna have a
talking about it, but I don't think
comment
they
about
believe
this
it.
Okay. So this is Angela Chan O'Donnell. This is the wife of Dan O'Donnell,
Right.
who was on Twitter as the Taillight Whisperer.
Yeah.
You guys might remember him.
Isn't Jen O'Donnell a little crazy?
Good morning. Perhaps you've already thought about this, but the SB is planning on honoring the Little League players at the meeting on Tuesday. Considering John's nephew will most likely be there, I'm wondering if key players will be present also. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a sicko. Angela Chan, you are. What a sicko.
Scumbag. That is
Yep.
disgusting.
I mean, we're talking about a little boy that has had so much trauma in his
Oh,
life
my.
and so much loss. And she's looking at
Julie,
him
you talk
possibly
about
being
kids
there
all
for
the
the select
time.
board to honor them
All of you do.
Yeah.
as an opportunity
That's interesting.
to
About Llama.
attack the witnesses. Now, Aiden does go to that meeting.
Yep.
So what she's talking about, he does show up. But
You can see that.
unreal. And so we do have a couple
Early on
things to go
about
along with
Jen
this.
O'Donnell.
If you guys remember, Angela did show up in court.
Mhm.
She was invited to sit behind Karen in court.
Mhm.
So
Let me just move to the next one.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then you're
so there-
playing.
Next one.
yeah, so there's Angela Chan. She was there the day before this testimony, but it is very interesting when you listen to what happens here with the cross-examination of Matt,
Yep.
that Angela would have been invited to when he was going to be on the witness stand.
You don't recall monitoring what troopers were doing? in
I
the
was not
neighborhood?
monitoring anything
Not
that the
monitoring.
troopers were doing. If I had driven down the street, dropping someone off, picking somebody up,
Give an
and saw
update.
the troopers,
Wasn't
then I saw the
monitoring.
troopers. I was not monitoring anything.
Directing your attention to 1:34 p.m. and 27 seconds. You texted your wife, Brian Albert, and Nicole Albert, quote, "Troopers back out front, but in front of Asian house." Did you not?
If I texted that, you could show it to me.
This is where you're like, shit. What else do they have?
Thank you.
I'm showing you a document, sir, and if you look up, or look at it by yourself and look up at me when you're done.
I don't use glasses, but I can't see this. So maybe I need glasses.
Mama Llama's last.
I'm making it out. I got it.
I do have
You make it
light.
No, he
It's
says
where
he
you
doesn't.
No, it's not. It's
where you
just
get
dark.
your
I got
phone
it.
light, right? Matt McCabe. Is this guy a piece of work or what?
What the hell?
He's the perfect husband for Jen. You can tell it.
I love it.
He's battered.
If you're struggling,
He's a
I'm reading
battered
mine,
husband.
right? The middle one.
yeah,
Yeah,
you take
yeah.
all your time, the time.
Yep,
you need.
I got it.
You imagine the abuse that comes out of her mouth with
I
this
see it.
guy?
Okay.
Jen
If I
McCabe.
may just
Oh,
wrap up
Yes.
that.
Thank you.
Look at him. He's got to take it, right?
Having reviewed that document, is your memory refreshed?
I see that I texted what you said I texted. The
Okay.
troopers were outside of the house. Yes.
Right, that's my question. This is a,
Tell him he didn't go in the
you know,
house.
a page.
Fill it in right here, Matt.
contains,
Tell him he didn't go in the house.
the group text that you had with Jen McCabe, Brian Albert, and Nicole Albert, correct?
Yes.
And in terms of the question that I asked you, you now acknowledge that you testified troopers back out front, but in front of Asian House, correct?
That's correct.
Mr. McCabe, what is an Asian house?
The next door neighbors to the Alberts were Asian.
So you mean that a family of Asian origin lived next door?
Yes.
They were the next door neighbors to your brother-in-law and sister-in-law?
Correct. They lived, if you come out of Fairview, they lived to the right of the Alberts.
And did you know their last name was the Chungs?
I had no idea that I've never met them. I don't know their last names. I just knew it was an Asian family next door.
And you didn't feel the need to ask their names or try to call them by their names?
I
Wow.
never met them. Sorry.
Objections sustained. You know what, Ms. Giannetti, let's come to sidewalk, please.
Oh, boy. Sidebars.
She knows exactly what he's doing there.
Yeah,
It
she
is
does.
so
And
disgusting.
he knows, and
what
she
he would-
knows, Bev knows she has to stop it because Matt's going to say something that he's not supposed to. And that's why Bev said sidebar. Yeah, it's so disgusting. So disgusting. It sure is. Because, oh, Matt, look at him. He's a battered husband. Look at him. The poor guy.
is doing there.
And imagine Angela letting herself be used in this really disgusting way
Mhm.
by Karen and thinking that,
Yes.
you know, she's part of a movement.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
Jimmy,
It's
go down.
disgusting. It's
Thank you,
disgusting. I mean, he just spent 5 minutes asking him about his characterization of a house that
Jimmy,
it's not his home.
Jimmy doesn't realize how talented he is, to tell you the truth. Because that guy is talented. And I'm surprised he doesn't go after these people, that he doesn't sit down and watch this and just go after, because these four it would be perfect for him.
It's his brother and sister-in-laws. The people who live in the house are Asian. Of course, he said the Asian, who cares? Who
Right.
cares?
And this
Who
just
cares?
goes into Alan Jackson
Because
saying
Donald Trump
everything
not
is
going to the house,
curated.
right, Matt?
Yes.
Tell him he
Everything is
didn't go in the
optics.
house.
I mean, look who's standing behind Alan Jackson right there,
Oh,
sitting
Yeah.
behind him.
who?
And I
And I
assume
know
you're
where
going
the
to cover
camera
the Sean text or the Sean tweet about this or no? Where Sean on the Gulf, he's the one that
Who's
tweeted
sitting
that
behind
Angela
Alan? Was that an Asian person? Is
had
that
made
what
a
you're saying?
comment that she felt used by Karen on the day of the Asian comment, which I think
I would think
Angela
so.
Yeah.
which I think Angela
She
denied
was.
somewhere. But I do remember, I think I have that tweet somewhere. I'll look for it while we're
Yeah.
continuing on.
But
It's
you're
so-
right. It was curated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so gross.
No, it's just disgusting.
So
I
disgusting.
mean,
Yeah.
I can only imagine what she said to them at side. I mean, what are you doing? I mean,
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
No,
Yeah.
he did not say that.
I mean, he said he never met them.
She said,
How would he know
sidebar,
you
she
didn't
said,
care?
let's stop right there because Colin is not a suspect. We're not putting Colin into this. Even though Colin did it. We're not going to talk about Colin, so don't go there with Matt or nothing. So Bev just had to take control and get off the subjects. Move along. She's protecting. but that's okay. Let's hear more, Julie. You got so much insight. I mean, I'm sitting here on pins and needles because I know you're going to give me something big. Because when this all started, when I started watching tonight, I mean, all this was big, was rare. That was what you said. It was rare. All of this is rare. So let's hear some big news.
To use their last name. How would he know their last name? He didn't. He hasn't met them.
No.
Well, Brian would know,
Anything
right?
to make the public,
Neighbors,
the
Brian,
jury,
Albert,
they
they
just
would know
did
the last name
everything
of
they
their
could to
neighbors,
make
right?
them
Well,
hate.
remember how they blew up about that after he was
Oh,
questioned or after
yes.
his testimony?
No.
Yep. Yep.
Blew up.
Yeah, good point.
Good point.
That's true.
Vianetti referred to the Kolakithas as the Greeks.
Yeah.
You're right. He did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
And we know that Alan Jackson, at
I see.
least, possibly Karen, is obsessed with, calling people white supremacists and all of that. Like, this is just like instigating, playing
Mary
to
B?
people's sense of
I'm
outrage.
playing this because
Anything to get him
I
on his
found-
side.
It's infuriating.
I found people that I believe are dumber than me on YouTube. And I'm just showing it. It makes me feel better that I found these 4. That's supposed to be 5 because Tuesday, now I hear from Loophole Lawyer that she's good looking. Where's Tuesday? Her thing is here in the top left, but she's not. And if there's 5 of them, if Tuesday's supposed to be there, why did they call themselves the Fourensic Room? Those things that make you go, Because it wouldn't be forensic, it would be 5. So then what would you call it? Probably because they couldn't figure out a name, right? So one has to leave every week so that it stays at 4. So it stays the name. I don't know if anybody checked the my little thing tonight saying what was going to happen tonight. Did you see where I called myself Ma-Stone? That's kind of like my ripoff of Post Malone because it's Post TURTLEBOY, so I called myself Post Ma-Stone. Thought it was pretty clever myself, but I guess not. You guys,
Well, I mean, that was what was curated, play to people's outrage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, you want the messages back up, Julie?
Yes.
And let me make it big so I can see it.
let's make it. That's what.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it.
All right, so we're on
Not
78.
that type of show.
Please do not go anywhere near the Google Nest /Ring, etc. in any blog or podcast. It's really important. We're going to try to get it from Ellie in Seattle, parentheses Amazon. If Lally finds out, evidence could be destroyed. Oh my God.
Of course it will be.
I can't even make it through these.
It's
so
either.
ridiculous.
The lies that
can't
she
either.
came up with are like, I mean, like this is just a lie.
Yeah.
And like he ate all of this up.
Of course he did, though, right? Like,
unfortunately for him,
I
he
know.
represented himself as an investigative journalist. So
I know.
now the fact that you didn't research a damn thing
I know.
So
to check this.
we got Mary B here and we got Dean here. Dean, you were mean last night. I was watching. Was it last night? Yeah, I think it was last night. You and Danny, you were really mean. Really mean. But I like the straight talk. But you were mean. And just remember, you can't get mean in here because we're not mean. We are mean if we're talking about Julie, though. The redhead. Because I love her filters. So we want to talk about them. But they are smart. They said something rare here that they're talking about. It's rare. I don't know what that is yet, but maybe we'll get to it. Who knows?
Woman. Now you're stuck with that. That's the bed you made.
I know. Because, I mean, remember in the beginning, I would always say this to you guys, like, she fed him everything that made him, just be so excited to be involved with this. And I, like, never didn't blame him, because obviously all of the disgusting, vile things, but she really, I remember the feds are coming. Morrissey's office is bugged. You're going to be on Dateline. You're going to be on 2020. You're going to have these movie rights. And you're right. He didn't vet anything. He just took the murdered defendant's word, who was facing 30 years in prison.
Okay.
And it just went off the rails.
But it puts her wiretapped phone call in a different light, right? Where she's saying, maybe you could say thank you. Because she is just, she's speaking through him. And, I think, I don't know, at least one of them understood the relationship.
Are you,
thank you for what, though, facing 100.
Maybe you girls should thank Jen McCabe for some of your information here that you're trying to tell us. I don't know. That'd be a good thing.
30 years in prison.
Right. But in her mind,
thank you so much.
But she's saying, I gave you what you published, which
right. And he should be saying, I kept you out of Framingham prison.
Yep.
Because she'd be there if it wasn't for him.
She sure would.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So she finishes that by saying, and I'm sure the prosecution assumes we talk.
Right.
She says, yep. She sends him a photo.
Yeah.
And then we have
Cheryl. What took 7 minutes?
iPad Cheryl, right? Is that who this is?
That's exactly
Answer that, please, for Mary B. What takes 7 minutes? A cigarette. Okay. All right. Get it. So, Dean, what are you doing? Why are you up so late? You bored? What's going on? You must be bored because you turned this on. And because this is going to move a lot slower than you and Danny. This whole pace here. Because I'm sitting here trying to find the rare in this video with these 4. And I haven't found it yet. So I got to keep
that is.
Yeah.
She says, I think Galvin's, Galvin is
Denise and Bob.
Right. Jen's sister, correct?
Because they're really mad at them because, they were involved in that 2020 thing.
Yeah.
Right. So Carol's sending their location to TurtleBoy so he can go and harass them.
Yes. Yeah. And he does try to do that, except they had put up trespass signs.
Oh, so peaceful Carol.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to give everybody an update because if you weren't here before. So this week, tomorrow, Over the Line with Tracy Broussard. That won't be tomorrow or today because we're already at Monday, the 4th. May 4th be with you. So Tracy is on a fly date today, later today, for Vegas. Now, if you want to go and follow Tracy in Vegas on his fly date, and then when he gets to Vegas, because the bus is already headed to Vegas, so when they fly into Vegas, the bus will be there. So Tracy gets on Instagram, and he films himself going to try to find the bus, which is usually a lot of fun because he's going on, sometimes he goes on other people's buses that he's not supposed to be on. So he'll find the bus, then he'll find the hotel room if they have hotel rooms, which they usually do just for showering and everything. So he'll do that on his Instagram. But then we'll be back, him and I will be back on the 11th to talk about the first week in Vegas, about the shows with Blake Shelton, his boss. And I think he's also going to his Star Wars burlesque show. I think he's doing that this week. And then I also think he's going to the Sphere to see No Doubt. But he wasn't sure on that one because he didn't know how many others were going. So he might just go sit in a bar somewhere and drink Coors Light while everybody's at the Sphere. So that's the week plan with Tracy. So him and I will be back on the 11th to talk about what went on the first week in Vegas with the shows and everything. I think they got shows this week, Thursday and Friday in Vegas, or maybe it's Thursday and Saturday. So we'll be back on the 11th to talk about all that, talk about his flight, talk about what happened, anything interesting. And then Mark and I will be back tomorrow or later today, probably around 11 o'clock Eastern time, 10 Central. And we'll be talking about Mark's trip to Louisiana and see how that was, because he made it back later, actually late Sunday. So we'll talk about that, talk about anything else that he's got going on. And then Mark and I will probably do another show later in the week. But that's tomorrow. But if you want to go over to Tracy Broussard's Instagram, his Instagram is the THE Tracy TRACY Broussard BROUSSARD. It's the Tracy Broussard. There's a bunch of Tracy Broussards on Instagram, but they're all like whatever you want to call them, fakes. They're not him. The one that you have to follow is the Tracy Broussard. And it's always a lot of fun whenever he gets to Vegas or wherever he's going to try to find a hotel room and also the bus, especially when it's a fly date, when he doesn't know where the bus is when he gets there. So that's going to be an exciting week for him. So catching up with him on the 11th will be interesting. So let's get back to the forensic girls, because something rare is going to happen here.
Yeah, I think Galvin's on Pleasant or Dedham. I can't see what that. Oh, Street. Yeah.
That's nice.
And then
Yeah,
Nick
Carol's just a
Yeah.
peace-loving hippie.
Nick Rocco, what if we offer? Oh my God. Why are you doing this to me, Julie? That's the wrong one. I can't control my face. What if we offer a reward, say like 2% to someone
very
who comes
it's
forward
great.
with
Okay.
That's
Two-
3 weeks in
2K.
Vegas for Tracy.
Oh,
$2,000.
2K. Oh, 2K. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's like super small. I can't see it.
Yeah, it is.
To someone who, 2K makes more sense than 2%. To someone who comes forward with a picture of Proctor and Brian Albert together.
Yep.
That's a great idea, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
How come we're not
They
talking more
never
about
have to give the
Proctor?
money away either because
Girls.
there's
Yeah.
no picture. They've
You stand behind Proctor. How come we're not talking more about Proctor? Julie, you said on Twitter, on X, I stand behind Proctor. Let's talk about him. Because his text messages and everything are going to be fire in the civil stuff. It's going to be fire on other ones too, I think. There's going to be people wanting out of prison because of Michael Proctor, I believe, will happen. But Julie, you stand behind him. Let's talk about that. But before you do, put on another filter because your neck is showing. Please.
never met each other.
Right.
And then Karen misses a call. She then sends this phone number to
That's Nathan. That's her brother's phone number.
this
Yeah.
Oh,
that's me.
really?
All right, Dean. You
Enter
get Vegas. You get to Vegas. I know somebody. I'll send you to that show. You get to Vegas in the next 3 weeks. I will send you to that show free of charge. And maybe I can get you to be the drum tech for Tracy. Who knows? He needs one that just concentrates on his drums. So, but I promise you, Dean, I told you that when Tracy was on with me. You get to Vegas, I'll get you into the show. No problem. All right.
Nathan. Okay. And she says, please don't get into it with Alan. He knows I told you.
Oh, told
But
me.
but we can't publicize anything right now. Christine Veronica then says, quick update. Sign is off of pole. Signs are still in Galvin's yard. Oh my
God.
Another stalker.
Oh,
Yeah.
They were obsessed
Oh,
with the
there's Mama
signs
Llama's
in yard.
lap.
There are so many messages
Wow.
about who has what sign in their yard.
Dean, if you can't make Vegas, I'm going to the show, a Blake Shelton show, on July 12th in Chicago. So if you're near Chicago, we can all hook up and go to the Chicago show. And if you drink beer, we can drink all of Blake Shelton's beer backstage. while they're on stage. We'll just drink their beer up. I do it all the time, so don't worry about it.
Yard, it's shocking.
So Bob and Denise had a Justice for John O'Keefe
Yep.
sign in their yard, and Aiden thought that was offensive.
Oh God, how
So
dare
now
they?
now the Galvins must be surveilled
Yes.
by these weirdos.
Meanwhile, there is a
My
whole
one, too.
7-foot ass force in
Chicago.
Dennis Sweetie's front yard.
Like
Nobody
Shelton
seems
at the
concerned.
United
with
Nobody
Center,
says a
I
word
believe.
about that.
I do, I think.
that. So signs are still in Galvin's yard. They now also have a no trespassing sign. I'll send picture in a bit. Of course you will.
Oh, thank you. Of course
And
you
this
will.
is
There are a lot of there should be a lot of, I mean, it's going to be outside. I think it's at the United Center in the parking lot, I believe. I got to look at that date again, but I believe it's at the United Center where the Bulls played, and it's outside. Indeed, there'll probably be a lot of guys there. I don't know. You know, maybe check that out. Maybe that's a date for you there. And like I said, I'm definitely going to go to that show. At this point, I'm going. And that's the closest I believe they're going to be to me this summer in all their festivals that they're doing. They're doing like one night a week all summer. That's all Blake's doing. Blake's too big to do anything else now. So
these next ones are from Nathan. His phone number is blocked out, but it's Nathan.
Ah, okay.
July.
How are you, sir?
You're right, Mary. July 1.
So weird.
They certainly are. Thanks for everything you and the Turtle Riders do daily.
Capitalized.
Daily.
I'm not
Hanging
saying
in
that.
there,
I'm just saying
sitting
that
at the
there's
table
gonna be a
with my
bunch of
dad,
people
just
there.
looking out the
Probably a
window.
lot of
Oh my
guys. That's all I'm
God.
saying.
Oh my
I'm
God.
saying
Dad,
anything.
let's
She
text-
had her-
Dad, let's
Oh,
text
you're so
Turtle Boy.
defensive,
She
Dean.
had her stirring shit
Way
hangover,
defensive.
Yes.
and she thinks she might
thought
be in a
she
little
was
bit
gonna
of
get
trouble.
arrested. Yeah.
Just looking out the window.
Just so you know, Dean, all the Blake Shelton guys, their closets are full. So you got to know that going in. All right. Just letting you know going in. Okay.
There is a picture of her doing that in the Vanity Fair.
Yes.
Is
There's a
there?
picture,
I don't remember.
of Karen just
Take
looking
that
out the window.
Laugh.
Oh.
It's in Dateline too. She loves
Get it
shots of her
right.
looking out the window.
Yeah.
Maybe she has, I won't say like any nice birds, like hummingbirds or robins. She probably has crows in her backyard.
Well, it's every
Vultures.
time she thinks she's going to be arrested, though. So imagine having all this footage of you looking out the window, reenacting that time you were going to get arrested.
So
Oh,
weird.
What a
And-
life.
Is this Nathan again?
Yes.
Okay. I have not. I'm seeing my folks shortly. And then he says, haha, love it. Has Karen seen this? The bottom ones are hard for me to see. Sir, just hearing about today's events. Family was holding off till I got over here after work. And then he says, she will be. These fuckers are nonstop. Peg O'Keefe has had it out for Karen since day one.
That is Nathan saying that. And so you remember the vitriol
Like,
that he had for
I'm sorry, I got to laugh. Deed, you saying I'm not gay. It just makes me laugh. I'm not gay. Oh my. Let's go back to the girls here. Kind of losing
the
my spot.
witness victim advocate
Mhm.
screaming at Nelson, telling him he's a fraud.
That was so gross.
Mm-hmm.
The
So
whole family are all the same. I mean, we have that message from Kelly Reed where she was in someone's chat. I think it was Melly Little, but don't quote me, I might be wrong. Where she's calling Peggy O'Keefe vile.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Well, Peggy.
I mean, they're just all the same.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
it's not like Nathan had spent an inordinate amount of time with Peggy O'Keefe.
All right, Dean, you have a
You
good
know, we
good
talked
night.
about that on an earlier show. What is he talking about?
Yeah.
It's a
So
good-
I'm going to break in here and I'm going to put this so that I'm going to show you, we're going to show you guys the rest of this text message, which was in Aiden's extraction. So
Real quickly, Julie, I texted it over, but I did find the Sean tweet where he talks about Angela
We still
being
need
mad
a
at
lot of
Karen about
people
the Asian
to
thing.
tell everybody this
Okay.
too.
I don't know if we want to add it, but
Mary B knows this, but we still need a lot of people to share and like, and we got to get this channel going. I mean, we're over 100, what I wanted for my birthday. And now we got to get to the next one. Keep building this thing. And it'll get there in time. But I see like these girls here, 2,000 subscribers. How? Maybe I got to come on here and live more. I mean, 1,741 views 9 hours ago. Now, I swear when I was watching them, they only had 175 watching them. And now they got 1,746 views. I guess a lot of replay crew. Interesting. All right, girls, let's hear it.
we have it.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
From the Supreme.
Oh my God, she really was obsessed with that, wasn't she?
Yes, every
Footnote 5, I believe. So she's directing him straight to.
yeah. And then we do have
So Karen is obsessed, or, you know, all this is obsessed. But these girls are not obsessed with Turtle Boy, okay? Then they brought up that Tara girl and said she's so sweet. So sweet. But everybody else is obsessed. That Tara girl is obsessed. She had John's picture and she's got John's number tattooed. She was married, and then I think somebody said she got a divorce because of all this John stuff. I mean, but these girls are sitting there going, everybody else is obsessed. So they buy subs. So I wonder how you do that. Not that I'm going to do that, but I mean, it's got to be the same thing that JFK Show Off does, because he's got like normal 215 people. And then 30 minutes later, you go back after he stops and he's got 3,000 views. So are they buying the views too? Tara had escorts. What? Tara had escorts? What was this? I'm trying to get my escorts to the coffee shop. Oh, really? Was she that important that she had escorts?
we do have some media to go along with this 7374. She tells him you need to report on the Scrivener.
And the other thing here, you know, with Peg O'Keefe, I know people grieve a lot of different ways, but the stuff that she did with Turtle Boy, with the finger and Lindsay and all that, she kind of, you know, made her bet on that. And that got everybody else, you know, going. And then Paul, you know, being the brother, the grieving brother. And then we find out that he's posing in a mirror, sending out pictures to a girl in Jersey. He's married, sending her signs while she's in court. I mean, it's tough to feel sorry for these people, isn't it? And I'm still not certain that John was even talking to his mother when he passed. I'm not certain on that. She says that, you know, she made a point to say, oh, I was going over to the house and blah, blah, blah. But I'm still wondering if he was even talking to her, because I don't think she liked Karen. So maybe there was a little rift there. I don't know. But Peg to me is way before the whole John and daughter, which is horrible for a family. It's horrible. But I think Peg was already tipping the bottle already before that. And I mean, some of her things that she did, I don't know. It's hard to feel sorry for them when they act the way they do. And they know better. They know what happened. They know that Karen didn't hit them. That was Jen McCabe all the way. And you look at Mama Llama, she knows what happened. Jen told her. So somebody needs to put some pressure on her.
There's error,
Get
and guess what
somebody
he does?
talking.
Reports on the scrivener's
He
error.
100% does. There you go. So that scrivener's error was about the time that the car was towed. Up until that point, the Commonwealth had been saying it had something to do with
Thing I want to
daylight
know, they
savings
want
time.
escorts and all that. Was there really anything serious? I don't remember ever hearing anybody saying anything about Hank or Tara or the O'Keefes or the McCabe's. I mean, did it come out that somebody said that they were going to get him? I don't know. I never heard it. I mean, was this a show? So, we got to have escorts. You know, on somebody that is charged with murdering her cop boyfriend, I would think that she would need escorts from other cops that are pissed off about it. But as we've seen, there was no cops from Boston, other than that Carl guy, I guess, that went to court. So, I mean, right there, I think tells you that they didn't believe Karen did it. My opinion. I can have my opinion. Julie, you going to sue me? Okay, I'm going to sue you for those filters then.
Which it didn't. It was a mistake he made. But it was kind of funny in the Kelsey Fitzsimmons case because they had to stop and make that concession that the time that was on the video from her home videos was wrong because of daylight savings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I see that in a lot of cases. They show, like a video or a text or whatever, and they'll just say that time is in, and I always laugh thinking that if it was the Karen Reed case, everyone would be screaming.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that video, that inverter video. Why not? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Michael Proctor being at the tailgate, at the taillight in the Sally Port. Let's talk about how the taillight pieces showed up after you got the vehicle back to Canton. Those are the things they don't want to talk about because in their minds it didn't happen that way. But we all know it did. So I don't know. So anyway, it's I've been going on this a little over an hour, I guess, or whatever it's been. And hour and a half. I think I've heard enough for tonight. Maybe I'll play this a little bit more to the end with Mark tomorrow. I don't know. But it's just, it's mind-boggling to me that they can see something else that none of us can see that. And I'm not, saying, I believe Karen Reed is not guilty. And I believe everything that they showed that she's not guilty was true. And there's nothing that can change my mind on that. There's nothing. No matter how Karen acts now or whatever, it makes no difference at all. There's just there's just nothing that would tell me that she's guilty. But they believe she is. And they believe that because of Jen McCabe is the one that puts them up to this stuff, which is just crazy in itself. But like I said, I wanted to come on after Turtle Boy to have kind of like a post game, kind of like the Red House Media doing the pregame. I wanted to be the post game and just get some people in here. And going to start doing a few more shows probably by myself because it's hard to get Mark and Tracy on a schedule, but we'll get there. And so I appreciate everybody that's been in, that stopped by and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, tomorrow I'll be back with Mark. Hopefully by 11 Eastern, 10 Central. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to see who else is in the live tomorrow. See who else is going live in the morning, and maybe we can adjust that or whatever. But I believe that, Cheryl. I believe that. Watching Jen on the stand, watching her that smile she had, that smirk, I think she's very evil, and I just really do. So, but so tomorrow morning, like I said, we'll try to be back, and I'll check and see who else is live. And then don't forget, tomorrow, I don't know when Tracy's landing in Vegas, but watch his Instagram. Go over to Instagram, the THE, Tracy Broussard, TRACY, no E in it. And then Broussard is spelled BROUSSARD. His Instagram, always when he lands at where the gig is, it's always a lot of fun. So again, I appreciate everybody that stopped in here. And Cheryl, thanks for being around all of this. Mary B, thanks for stopping by. Dean left, but thanks for stopping by, Dean. And you're not gay. I know that. You're not gay. Okay? So anybody that believes that Dean's gay, stop it. He's not. I appreciate everybody, and we'll talk tomorrow. Thank you.
In the hum of the studio where the levels run high, there's a voice cutting through like a lightning sky. At Madstork Media, he's holding the throne. The audio wizard, his name's Jeff Stone. He's taking names while the cameras roll, with a sarcastic grin and a heart of gold. Changing the game one upload at a time, making the hustle like a victimless crime. So come join the flight, don't you stay behind. Leave the boring old world and the daily grind, with a laugh and a thought to get you through. Jeff's got a brand new perspective for you. He's the king of the mic, the influence of soul, keeping us steady and taking control. Now Boston, Ginger Sharp, and Mary B's got the whip. J7 and Hippie Chick are making a hit. Dusty and Jan are the brains of the crew, but there's plenty of room in the rafters for you. Don't let the smart kids have all of the fun. The master revolution has only begun. He'll roast you a little, then lift you back up. Pouring pure chaos in a coffee cup. So come join the fire. gonna help you survive the day. You come join the fly. Come join the fly. Thank you, hippie chick, for getting the channel out. Hey, come join the fly. And Madstork Media. Jeff is ready to ride.